Hello and welcome to Producer Profile. Producer Profile is a show where we showcase some of the talented people who work behind the scenes in the entertainment, business, and local communities while making positive influences on the lives of others.
Welcome to Producer Profile. For most of us, cooking a special meal usually means a birthday, a holiday, or some special occasion. But for our guests, cooking is a passion. When she cooks, she has her kitchen as a theatrical stage. My guest producer today is Esther Ross, and she has a show called Cooking with Esther and More. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yes. So, tell me, what kind of food do you cook?
Well, mainly I cook Caribbean food, but I also subsidize that with guests that makes Italian food, food from Vienna, and all over the world, because I think that food is culture, and I think if we're going to bridge the gap for people to be part of each other, food is the first place to start. And I love cooking and I love food. Okay.
Now, you do something that I would say most people don't do when they cook. You dress up.
Of course. It's a theater. Food is a passion. Okay. All of your senses are involved in the cooking of food. And I think that if you're going to make something good, you might as well look good while making it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, we have a clip of you cooking something.
Right.
Could you set it up for us? What are we going to see with this clip?
Well, you're going to see an array of foods that are going to be in my upcoming show. It's I'm making something called fufu and vegetables and fish.
Okay.
And also there's going to be some other cuts pertaining to that.
And we're going to hear you talk over it.
Right.
Okay, so you'll describe what's happening.
Exactly.
Right? Okay, so let's go to the clip.
That's me preparing that wonderful colored greens. And of course it's from my dad's garden.
Okay.
And that's Mike, one of our executive chefs. He prepared some of the Italian food, and that's showing you how what's used for fufu that's being made. That's the fufu I'm cutting to really do the culinary art of it. And it's really like laying the plate out.
Fufu is what? What is fufu?
It's made with plantains. And there it is again, showing you how it's being processed. That's a mata, and in the old days there were no blender.
Okay, you call it a mata.
Right, and there it is. I'm just setting
Looks like
up.
a sausage patty. Is it like a sausage?
Well, not exactly. It's plantains.
It's just plantains, but
right.
It looks like a
and
sausage.
then you, of course, flavor the plantains, and that's the end result of the fufu, the vegetables, and the fish.
Okay.
Done very nicely, artistically.
Beautifully done, and let's see how you dressed. Yes, you have your earrings on. Okay, all right, very nice. Now you mentioned your father's garden, so
yeah.
Are you an advocate of fresh
Yes,
foods?
I grew up on natural foods. My father is a very good farmer. I'm from Guyana, and we had a farm in our backyard, and we all participated in making sure that all the vegetables and fruits were fresh. So we had to plant, and my mom and dad are very creative cooks.
Okay.
So we love food too, and it's 11 children, so we had no choice.
So when did you discover that your passion was cooking? At what age?
Since I was like 8 years old. Yeah,
Okay.
because I love food.
Yeah, no, I love it too.
Yeah.
Okay, we have another clip, and this one has to do with food and cooking, but it has to do with nutrition. And what do you do? Set up this next clip for us. What do you do with that?
Okay, the next clip is I have a state-certified nutritionist, and I think the important thing is to educating our listeners as to how to select the fruits and vegetables, especially the vegetables when they go shopping, and the importance of it in terms of lettuce and all the other things that they like to have.
And what is the nutritionist that is on the clip? What's her name?
Claudia Codrington.
Okay.
She's a state-certified nutritionist.
Okay, and she'll be talking
She'll
about
be talking about it, yeah.
Okay, let's go to the clip.
Green and colored. The lighter colored lettuce is very low in nutrients. You want to choose the ones that, like the romaine lettuce, the chicory. That's, a very, it's a better choice that you should include in your diet.
Garlic and ginger has been used for a number of things. It can be used to spice up the foods, as well as making a drink out of it with the ginger. And the garlic, of course, you know, I use it every day, almost. Claudia?
In addition to spicing up the foods, what garlic and ginger does, garlic it's used as an antioxidant. It helps the immune system. In addition to that, it helps lower blood pressure, and these are all scientific studies have shown the correlation with garlic and lowering of blood pressure. Ginger also is used as a blood thinner, so sometimes if you're on certain medications like Coumadin, warfarin, you have to be very careful not to take ginger and garlic into the diet. So it's, you know, in addition to cooking, it's also a health benefit.
That's very interesting to me because nutrition has always been
it's very important. It's a part of our lives.
Right.
It's a part of our energy and our health.
Right.
I
Now,
think
what I've done recently is I've started using lemon because most time you want your body to be alkaline rather
Yes.
than acidic.
Exactly.
And most foods are acidic, so that's very important. So
It is.
for your show, do you always have a nutritional segment, or was that just one show that you did?
I try to incorporate a nutritionist in many of the shows that I'm doing. And one show will be totally dedicated to shopping and the best way to shop. And that's just one of the clips that we show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you also incorporate nature into your
Yeah,
show.
exactly.
Now, tell me, you had mentioned that nature is an escape for you, and how do you use that in your show?
Well, I think that nature is not only just an escape, but it's a relaxing mode. Nature is part of us, and we're part of nature, and many of us have removed ourselves from that mechanism of nature, but that's one of the most powerful sources of our lives. And it's soothing, it does everything to calm us. It's such a wonderful thing to do, and I would encourage everyone to really just live in harmony with it and try to at least stroll the parks. There's so many beautiful parks in Brooklyn. Take a walk and just observe the wonderful things that we have that God has given us.
Now, this footage that we're getting ready to see, could you set us up to, what are we going to see?
Okay, I had taken a lot of scenes from different places, and I've written something that relates to it, just to appeal to everyone to be part of it. And it's acting as a relaxation mode. And when you see the waterfalls, the trees that are now dead but became such a creative piece of art. And I couldn't really escape that part. So I just decided to write, and then I was writing, it just kept flowing. And that's what the whole thing is. And I had an African guitar, and I just strum on it and spoke with the voiceover and just show nature at its best.
Okay, so let's look at this clip.
To the bowels of nature and find yourself knocked into it like an interwoven fabric. Yes, water and nature, the great purifier and energizer of the mind, the soul, and the body. Focus and concentrate on the flow of the water and feel it washing away the impurities of your being. Admire the striking beauty and colors of the trees and thank the Creator for his handiwork. Observe the natural sculpture of this once flourishing tree, now creatively carved by the elements of nature, untouched by man. So gracefully placed and anchored and reflecting its beauty in the mirrors of the water. This is the true meaning of transformation. Feel your mind calming, the energy rising. Oh yes, it is the re-energizing and transformational force at work for you. And as you unfold from nature's beauty and splendor, you are ready now. Yes, you are ready now to face the world and its challenges.
That was very soothing and calming and peaceful.
That's what nature is all about.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it helps you to suppress your anxieties and give you focus so that you can, whatever's bothering you, it sends you into a realm of focus where you can concentrate on what the problem is and what you can do to resolve it. So the show is not just about cooking. Cooking is one element of it, but there are other elements that are involved in it so that we can be a total person, because you need to have a great mind, soul, and body to really cook a wonderful meal and look good while you're cooking it.
And that's where the and more comes in.
Yes.
Because it's not just the cooking.
No, it's not just
everything
the
else.
cooking.
Because I know that you're involved with a lot of other things.
Oh, yes.
In terms of the arts, but you're also involved with declutterization.
Exactly.
Keeping the house clear,
Right.
cleaning underneath the beds.
Of course.
But you don't like to use the word recycle. You like to use the word
Transformation.
Transformation.
Yes.
Elaborate on that a little bit.
Well, for me, we go through that every day, transforming our lives. And everything we do has that element of transformation. When you get a certain meal, you have to cook it, then it's transformed into something else. You have flowers that you pick from the garden from its natural state. Then you use your creative energy to transform it into something beautiful to imitate nature. So transformation is one of the powerful words that we should really concentrate on. We were babies, and then we were transformed into adults, and with all the nourishment that we had with our mind, soul, and body, with the environment that we've grown up in. And now we transformed into this adult.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, with your creative mind's eye, you tend to, let's say, look at a leaf and see what it can become, or look at a rock and say, oh, well, I can use that.
Exactly.
But do you then have the tendency to collect things and maybe?
I do.
And how do you?
I do.
How do you know when to?
How do you release?
How do you release? Get rid of something. Know when to give it up and let it go.
It's very difficult, but you cannot keep everything. So you have to set your priorities. You have to say, is this what I really want to keep forever? Or am I keeping it for a certain time? Or I can then give it to someone else who can use it for a good purpose. I love to collect resources for people as well as myself. But I've become like a library. And then one day I decided I'll take it to a daycare center, all the resources that I have, or a school where someone else can benefit from it. So that's how I release. I don't throw it away because I think that's dead, and I like to keep things alive.
With Esther Tross, and she has a show, Cooking and More with Esther. And Esther, can you please tell us, when does your show come on?
The show starts on January 5th at 4:30 p.m. every Saturday on Channel 69, Cablevision, and Time Warner 56. BCAT TV.
Okay. And how long have you had your show? I mean, it's starting to be a monthly or a weekly?
A weekly. It's a weekly, but I did the specials in September.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how have you found doing your show? What brought you to BCAT, and what's it been like?
I really had a technological problem that I wanted to overcome that challenge. And BCAT is the place to be if you want to overcome a technological
And what's
problem.
that? Dealing with computers?
Dealing with computers, and just I had a blockage, and I felt that I had to overcome it. I mean, I'm basic with certain things because you have to do that on your job and everything else. But when it comes to the fun things and the things that you really want to do, I think BCAT is the place to be. The people are so great from administration down, and I just love being here. It has opened up my appetite for learning, and I am now fearless.
Right, okay. And so besides studio and remote, what other courses have you taken?
I'm taking Pro Tools. I'm taking also Flash and some other programs that I'm
What's your favorite program so far?
Oh, I love Flash because of the music.
Okay, I'll say.
And also Pro Tools.
Okay.
Flash really is for the cartoons, but Pro Tools I love because you can blend the different beats of sounds, and it opens up your creative energy.
Well, we're getting ready to see a clip for something else that you do creatively, and that is floral arrangements.
Yes.
How is that incorporated into your show? How do you plan to incorporate that into your show?
Well, what I do is I want my show to be a teaching tool. And I would try to do it in every show, a little segment of it to show people how to arrange flowers, floral arrangement, how to do floral arrangements. And that's some of the things that I'm doing. I'm showing them step by step what to do. I talk about the elements of floral arrangements. And floral arrangements, it's nature.
Okay.
And you need, you know, the ambiance of an environment or a room when you have the food prepared. Then you need the flowers, then you need the glasses for the wine,
Okay.
whatever, the candlelight and everything else.
So we're going to see this on the clip. Okay, let's go to the clip. Oh, this is the dance. Yeah. Tell them to let it go all the way through.
Such beautiful blending. You just place it interlocking areas where you like it to be. Look at the motion it goes where you like it to show. And already it's looking beautiful. You know, nature is so wonderful. It gives you all the colors that you need. You can blend and match in whatever shape or form that you want. Isn't it beautiful? And now you go and you get the fern. The fern. The fern now, it lasts very long. And it's pretty much not, it's not much to take care of. So now, however you want the fern to be, either you need it long or short. But you just want to bring it out in like the hand, like that. Whatever the mind can see, you can make. Okay, and so you keep placing it because you're trying to get, it has completed its circular motion. Remember I said earlier, we talked about the circular motion of the floral arrangement as well as the triangular motion of it. So the extended arms of these ferns is being set up for the triangular motion. So now I'll just put the fern right here, in the center here, and you see this is the finished product of a beautiful floral arrangement. And the imaginary line is this way. If you put a line here and a line here and a line across, then you see it is a triangle as well as a circular motion. And floral arrangements, don't forget, is just arranging flowers in the shape of what you want it to be. And also interlocking it in the color schemes that you want.
Now, what we have here is you have some flowers here,
Yeah,
and you're going to do an actual floral
demonstration.
Okay,
yeah.
so what is this right here? What do you call
This is
it?
a beautiful base. This is a nice, it's a candle holder
Okay.
that I'm transforming now into a
There's that word,
vase.
transform.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is just do a demonstration of silk floral arrangements. This is called foam because we do not have live flowers.
And these are 2 toothpicks that you have in there.
Well, usually there is something else we can use, but I just did this, you know. And then we're working from the inside out, setting up.
And these are silk flowers?
Yeah, these are silk flowers. It's imitation of nature. And we're just working from the inside out.
Now, while you're doing this, when we were looking at the clip of the flowers,
yes,
we saw some dancing. What was that all about?
Well, the dancing is a part of nature too.
Okay.
And it's a part of the art of nature. And you need to escape sometimes from everything else and just have fun.
Yeah, you look like you were having a lot of fun.
I was having a lot of fun. But okay, now we're setting up to arrange this.
Now, do you have in mind what you want it to look like, or is it just create as you go?
Yes, we're working on the greens. You know, you have an idea, and now you're working on the greens. And of course, it's symmetry, really. You're putting it on each end. And you're just doing it the way you just observe nature. The more you observe...
So I can stick one in?
Yes.
Okay.
The more you observe nature,
Thanks.
everything flows easily.
Oh, okay. And so the foam, it goes in easily.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the creative energy is also very simple because you have all the images in your mind.
Okay.
It's like a file, and you just keep working on it. You just place it in.
So this is fun because you get to
Yeah,
create
it's an
and recreate.
escape. It's create and recreate, and also it's an escape. And you work on the greens.
And so once
with
the green...
some form of order, of course.
Okay.
You know, it's just like placing it in different ways.
Okay.
And then you move away just to see how it
See
would
what it
look.
looks like?
Yeah,
Okay.
see where it needs
Okay, that's
different
pretty.
things, and then you keep placing it if it needs more
Now,
flowers.
are these part of it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So you just place it down.
Okay.
And then that should be it.
Okay, so...
You know, because floral arrangements is infinite. You can do as many things as possible, but I'm going to stop here.
Okay,
you
because
know.
we're going to have to wrap up soon.
Yes.
But you had some other flowers here.
Yeah, but do I have time to do
No,
that?
I don't think so.
So it just...
And
we're
this is
gonna-
your T-shirt, and it
Yes.
says cooking and more with Esther.
And that's Compliments of Esther show, and that's for you.
Well, thank you very much,
quite
Esther.
welcome.
Thank you for coming on Producer Profile.
And thanks for having me.
Okay.
Watch the show.
And when does it come on again?
Starting January 5th at 4:30 p.m. every Saturday on Cable Vision 69, as well as Time Warner 56, BCAT TV. Here I come.
Okay, and thank you for watching Producer Profile. Until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.
Just